Hey, I'm Edman, and today we are going to fine-tuning large language model on our own dataset. So as you can see, we open Olama and let's choose the model that we have fine-tuning, which in this case Quant 348 LLP, which stands for 48 laws of power. This model was trained in question and answer from the 48 laws of power book. If I ask it this question, I feel like I'm always giving my power away. How do I start taking control of my own life and decision? As you can see, I'm getting the answer. Okay, so the users feeling they are always giving their power in life. So this is the reasoning. And after the reasoning, as you can see, it starts generating the answer. Feeling like you're always giving your power away stems from overthinking, reactive behavior, or losing sight of your priorities. Control begins when you act strategically, decisively, and with purpose rather than surrounding. And this is the answer that we wanted to give us. And then at the end, it gives us the bottom line: is control is not about winning; it's about acting with purpose, etc. The model was previously trained on a large data set, but what we do is just we take existing model and we try to fine tuning on our own custom data set so it answer the way we want. It has more domain expertise. In this case, it's 48 laws of power data set that I have created. So basically, it is just question and answer, and it is in JSON file. If you guys want to know how I collect this dataset, just let me know. I'll create another video for it. And we have here over 100 records of question and answering. So let's just get started. Alright, so let's just turn on the internet again. So let me just go to collabresearchgoogle.com. Basically, this website allows you to run Python code with powered of GPU, which means you can train a model here for free, but it is limited time. They give you free 3 hours a day that you can use GPU, I think, or 2 days. Okay, I will leave the code and everything on the description. You can just start working right away. Alright, so you're gonna go to the file and then upload notebook. I will leave the link of the notebook. Click browser. Then let me just upload the notebook. After a while, if you see this Python code, don't worry about it if you don't know how to code. This is a video done purposely on whether you are technical, non-technical, you will train your model. So we want to go to runtime and click on change runtime and make sure T4 GPU is enabled. If you want this large and high performance GPU, you can just upgrade, but right now we just need T4 GPU and it will install in just 10 minutes max. Hit save and you are ready to go, and just click connect. If you see, this should turn green. If you click on it, you will see the system RAM and you have a GPU RAM. They give you free 15 gigabyte, and disk it is from I think from Google Drive, or they just give you free disk. Storage, as you can see, we have 112 gigabyte from 39. Let's close this and let's start working. You're gonna go to this file and now we will upload our dataset. So just click on this upload to session storage and then search for your own dataset. Here we have this 48 laws of power dataset. Click open and you should see the dataset. We're just going to rename it dataset just for simplicity. Okay, the next things we want to do is we want to download the model. The models are already available on Hugging Face. Go to your profile and scroll to access token, create a new token and click on, make sure it is on fine grained. Click enable all this. This allows us to read all the public repository and as well publishing to our own repository, as we will publish the model later on. Let's give it collab token 1 and now click create token, copy it, and create a new access token. Let's call it Hugging Face token, and just paste it here. Make sure you enable it so that the notebook can access it. Alright, the next thing we want to do is we want to log into Hugging Face, because at the end we want to push all the models to public repositories so we can access anytime we want. So just click on this play button, and after a while it will ask you for a token. Just go to the secret, copy it, and here we go. Just paste it here and click login. If you login successfully, and then click on this play button as well, and then here we are going to download all the models. Alright, after this runs successfully, you should see this mark button. If we go to files, we should see the folder downloaded here. If we open it, we should see a bunch of files. Just make sure we have this model.safet tensor, which is very large. You can see 1.4 gigabytes, and we have tokenizer. Basically, this is all the files that we need to run the model. Now, what we want to do is we want to test the model that we have installed. So what you're going to be doing is, if you install a different version, just go to the model that you have installed, click on these three dots, copy path, and just make sure you paste it here. Okay, in this case it's the same, so I'm just going to leave it and just grab this here so that it will be easy for you. And here you will write your prompt. So it said, what do you think of power? So what this code does, it loads the model from here and it gives it this input text. Don't worry about it, it's just simple. All right, just replace your prompt here. So the reason why I said what do you think of power is that their answer will be different, okay, because it's not trained on 48 laws of power, but later it should answer similar to here, which the answer is based on the book or based on our data set. So let me just run it. Alright, after a while, it may take some time as this model is almost a billion parameters. As you can see, what do you think of power? And here is the answer. What is the role of power in the world? And what is the role and power of society? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I need to think about the role of the power. So this is reasoning. And here we have first, power in the world. Power is a big concept, right? It is the reason why it didn't finish is because we set the max links to 128. If we did more, it will generate a lot of things. So just stop here. But don't worry, it is working fine. Perfect. Let's run this again. And what this does, it creates requirements that we need to install in order to train the model. Just click this, and there we go. It should, sorry, you should see requirement.txt for refresh. Here we go. And let's install them. Just click on this, run, and this may take a while. Get back when it's done. Alright, after successful installation, this should take less than a minute. Let's run this as well. And what this code does is this is the way to train the model. So what we do is we just write this into a file called fine-tuning.py. Then we can just use it right away. If you want to change the prompt, just scroll down to this build instruction prompt. You can change this the way you want. In my case, I said you are an AI assistant. Your goal, sorry, your goal is to guide and advise with ruthless clarity, cunning strategy, physical mastery, and power. So basically, basic prompt, right? So don't worry about it. And let's just click on this. Shouldn't take a while. So if you refresh, you will see fine-tuning the PY. If you click on it, you will see it is the same as this. Perfect. Now that we have everything installed, let's start training. All right, so this, we need to run this and make sure that this data path corresponding to this. If you have a different name, just go to your dataset and just click on the three dots, copy path, and then just paste it here. It's already the same. And this is the output model, which means where we want the model to be generated. In this case, it is content, which means here. And Queen 3 0.6 fine-tuning model, it will be here. And here, the model path, which is where the model exists. Just go to your model, where we have a lot of files here. Just make sure it has a file called model safet tensor. This is the basic model. And we have some tokenizer. This is tokenizer. Don't worry about it. Just three dots, click on it, copy path, then paste it on the model path. Alright, yes, it is the same. Let's run it. Let's just see this, what is inside our directory. As you can see, you have dataset JSON, fine-tuning PY, which is basically this one. We just make sure we are on the right directory. So now let's check if GPU is enabled. Just run this. CUDA available, it should say true, and the GPU should say Tesla T4. If you are using the upgrade version, it should say the name of the GPU. Here we're gonna clear any cache on the GPU, and here is where we are going to train our model. So basically, we take this deep speed from DeepSeek, and we run fine tuning, and we give it the model name. In this case, this model, and we give it a data path, which is this data path. If we look at our data, it should be similar to yours. Question with the capital K and answer with the capital sorry. And then for each question, you will have an answer. You can find such dataset on Hugging Face, but this dataset will leave it in the description below, so you can download it and use it right away. So don't worry about any other stuff. If you want to train the model a lot of times, just go to number of training epoch and increase it. For each epoch, the model reads the entire dataset. Alright, so if we set here 3 epoch, that means the model will see the dataset 3 times. Okay, you can increase it if you want more training, but this may take a while. In my case, I just set 3. Okay, and you can leave everything as it is. Just click on this to train the model, and it should run successfully. And it may take a while as it is consuming a lot of hardware. As you can see, this will increase a little bit. We have the RAM as well. This may take a while, so we'll get back once this training finished. Alright, so after this has run successfully, it took about 5 minutes. Okay, you should see all the logs here, and this should turns 100%. Just make sure this is 100%, and we should see the model name that we have set here on the output path, which is Queen 3 0.6 billion fine-tuning model, which is the same. If we click on it, you should see a bunch of files. You should see this model safe tensor, and if I hover on it, you will see the size is approximately 1.4 gigabyte. Okay, good. Now let's just test the model. So let me just go to this inference and just run this. You can change your prompt here. In my case, I said, what do you think of power? Just so I can compare it with the initial response that was here. As you can see, the first response is slightly just generalized. Okay, this one has to be specific to our use case, which is has trained on, which is 48 laws of power. So let me just run this. This may take a while. So right now, what do you think of power? It says power is the ability to do something. What is the difference between power and influence? Power is the ability to do something. Influence is the ability to have an impact on someone else. Influence is more than just doing something. Influence is more about having lasting impact, blah blah blah, etc. Power is about control, dominance in business setting, blah 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 blah. As you can see, the response is lots different. The first one was generalized and was trained on everything, but this one is fine-tuning on our specific use cases. Perfect. If this is running successfully, then you have successfully fine-tuning the model. What we want to do, because if we have just delayed the runtime, all our models will be lost. Okay? And what you have to do is we need to push this to Hugging Face. So what you're going to be doing is just go to your profile, click on new model, okay, and let me just give it a name. Scroll down, you can make it public or private, whatever you want, just click create model. All right, now you will see this is the model. If I go to file and version, you will see nothing but just this file, but it's default. Go and copy this. Let's go back and let me just paste my model here. Just paste it here between this. Just paste your Hugging Face repo ID and just run this. It will automatically upload all the files and everything to your Hugging Face account and for free. Alright, so after 35 seconds, if we go to the Hugging Face repo that we have created and let's refresh on the file version, we should see all our file here. Okay, the next things we want to do is that this is called Hugging Face model type. Okay, this dot save tensor is called Hugging Face model type, and if we want to use this on our llama, it won't work. So what we need to do is we need a way to transform this entire model into a compatible file that this llama can use. To do that, just go to this repo or this space, and I'll leave the link in the description, and sign in with your account. After you have signed in with your Hugging Face account, just scroll down on the Hugging Face model, just copy your model and it should pop up here. So just make sure it is public. If it is private, go to the setting and click on make it public. Okay, in my case it's already public, so I don't need anything to do. Right, just select the model that you want, and here you can choose the quantization method. Just make sure you choose the maximum one, as the list or smaller one gives low accuracy. Just make sure you choose the highest one, and you can make it a private repository, as because what this does is it creates the same repository but with Llama's format, which is GGUF format. Click submit, and this shouldn't take a while. Alright, so after you should see this done, and you should click on this, and this is in your name, your account, but with this key 8, which means the quantifiers that we have chosen, and GGUF format, which is the format that we want. And this is, you can just go to file, and this now is has a file that is compatible with you know, Llama. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to go to files and version, then you can just click on this download file. Fully installed, you should see something like this on your download. You should see a file, almost the same name, and it has to be this size. Just make sure you grab it and put it in any folder you want. So you're gonna go to download. Right, I already have take it and paste it in this folder. I call it Queen 3. Make sure it is on that folder, and then the next thing we want to do is we want to create a model file. Again, I will leave this in the description below, so you can just download it and paste it here as well. If we click on it, let's open it. You should see something like this. Don't worry about it. This is a basic prompting, and what we care about is this from. Make sure that this file is the same, has the same name as this one. So we can just copy and rename it, and then we copy the name, and we can just paste it here, click save, and don't worry about the rest of this. It is just basic prompting. And make sure both of the files are on the same folder. And what you're going to be doing next is click right click and click open with terminal. This is in French, but anyway, open with command prompt or whatever. Okay, now we're gonna start loading this model to Ollama. Just make sure you have installed Ollama. If you don't, go to ollama.com, download, choose your operating system and click download. Follow the instruction until it installs it, and then open it. Okay, now let's install the model on our own Ollama. So what you want to do is you want to write or type the following command: Ollama create, which means we are requesting Ollama to create a model. Let's call it, let's give it a name that is not exist here. Just make sure the name is not. Let's call it Queen 3 YouTube video. If I copy this and paste it here to see if it is available, as you can see, no model found. Right? Then dash F, and then write model, and then before you finish this, hit on the tab. Okay, it should gives you the full path of the should give you the full path of this model file. All right, just the name should complete automatically. So basically what it told is Ollama created a model. It is called this, and the configuration of the model is in this file, which if we go to it, it should give us where the model exists and some prompting parameters, and hit enter, and it should say success. If we say Ollama list, what we say we are typing here is essentially said, hey Ollama, list all the models available, and here it will give you all the models that are installed in your computer. Have a bunch of models. I have gamma 3, etc. What we want is Queen 3 YouTube video. Queen YouTube video latest, which means the latest version, and then you should see a modified, which is 30 seconds ago, which means just right now. And as you can see, it is the same size as my old one that I have showed you on the video. Now if we copy this and paste it on Llama, and just as you can see, we should see the model. Let me just start a new chat. Let's paste the model here. Let's choose it again. Let's take a basic question. Let's say this question, and let's give it, hit enter. This may take a while depending on your computer's hardware. In my case, I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. This should kind of perform well. As you can see, it is answering. Passivity is not aggression, it is overreach to build presence and personal power, focus, clarity, control, and decisiveness. Be clear and direct in your actions, etc. So basically, everything that has trained up. Just make sure you paste the same model file, as this prompting plays a huge role on how this AI answers your question. Okay, if you are using the same model, and I recommend you to use it, as even if you don't have a high computer performance or high computer resources, it will still work because it is just 600 million parameters, and it should work on average computer. And here we go, we can start using it. Let me turn off the internet so that you can see clearly that it's not using any internet. Here we go. Passive behavior often senses weakness because it lacks assertive self-awareness strategy. Okay, so this is how you can fine-tuning a large language model on your own custom dataset. You'll find all the resources and all the website, dataset, this notebook, everything you'll find in the description below. Make sure guys, if you like this and you find it very helpful, just make sure you hit like button and subscribe for more. If you have any other topics that you want me to create or talk about, just leave them below and see you in another video.